My family called the prison, wanted to talk to me, and I was teaching a class, and I got called to the lieutenant's office, the warden's office, and my family's telling my father was ambushed. Yeah.
And what did you do?
What do? You go back to your cell block, you lay on the bunk, and you look up at the ceiling, just like I did when I lost my son. I lost my son, and I lost my wife in 2000, prettiest woman you ever wanted to see. I lost my son in 2001, a motorcycle accident. I lose my father in 2002 in the streets of violence. What do? You go back to your cell, and you look up at the ceiling. It's the only thing you can do. I lived it.
Is it different getting bad news in prison than getting it out of prison?
Absolutely. In prison, you can't do. What are you going to do? Come lock up. You're going in that cell, and they're locking that door. But I had a lot of respect from the wardens. The wardens told the counselors, make sure for the next 10 working days, give them all the phone use he wants. You know how they call the family. You have to make arrangements. The warden negotiated with the funeral parlor, where I actually did a eulogy open mic to the people there, to my father. Actually, the poem, I wrote a beautiful poem. It's called Lions Love Last, and I made the newspapers. I'm the most appealed prisoner ever, federal prisoner ever in America. 32 appeals. I spent over $3 million in lawyers. And you stay the course. If you're strong, I believe I'm strong. Thank God I'm strong. You stay the course until you come home. And that's what I did. I did everything imaginably possible in good light to get out. Documented. Wardens, counselors, teachers. He should be out. Well, guess what? It wasn't enough. So believe me, I went to my cell. I'm scratching my head. What the frick they want from me? It just so happens I was at a prison in Florida, South Florida, where there's 2 gangs were going to go to war. 2 Spanish gangs. So I go to prison yard, and I'm working out. I always went early because I had a lot of classes during the day and evening. And I noticed my workout bench was depleting. Every time I went to do push-ups, the thing was getting smaller and smaller. I said, somebody's making knives. So I knew who the knife guy was. He was a heroin addict. This guy had maybe $100 to $200 a day, heroin addict in prison. He was an addict, so he needs money. I find out he's selling knives to both gangs. They find out he's selling not only to them, but the guys they're going to go to war with, they're going to kill him. Believe me, they'll kill him by 4 o'clock count. And so I went and found him. I said, how many knives you got? And don't tell me you ain't got them, because I know you got them. He said, I got a lot. So it was like 80 knives. I said, I'm buying them all. In prison, the currency is stamps. So I used to go buy $200 worth of stamps for $150. So I bought all the knives. I think I paid them like $10 a piece, $800 something. So I went, scraped up all the stamps I could, and I paid them. So now I got a puller case full of shanks. We don't call them knives in prison, call them shanks. I got a puller case full of shanks. Like I said, the Lord looks out for your mysterious ways. The lieutenant who had morning watch, when you have morning watch from 12 to 8, you are the warden. He's controlling the whole prison from 12 to 8. I knew this individual, this officer, when he first came to jail 20 years ago. So we had a rapport, and so I said, call me to your office when you come in. He come in at 12 o'clock, calls me up. So I'm walking you imagine this, in the middle of Florida, middle of the compound, with a puller sack over my shoulder with 80 shanks. Full moon, 80 shanks. I walked in, I dumped the 80 shanks. I said, I got all the knives for this gang war. Well, guess what? The gang war did jump off. It did jump off. But they were only using their fists, maybe locks and a sock, but nobody got killed. I said, you got to do a report. Take a picture and do a report. I'm not going to give you any names. Understand that. I'm not going to give you a name, but I want you to report. And he wrote this great report saying, went from Martorano, we would have dead guards and dead prisoners all over this compound. Took a big picture of all these knives. So finally, my lawyer gets that report. He faxes it to my lawyer. My lawyer goes to the U.S. Attorney's office and says, is this enough now? She says, yes.